Good morning, traders, and this is your Forex setups for today. So starting off with the Euro USD, I don't think much is going to happen on the dollar today, and not until the Feds come out from their meeting later this afternoon or this evening for us and afternoon for the US. But we're clearly in a sort of a holding pattern. Okay, most of yesterday was spent up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I can either put it in as a triangle, but it's probably going to do something like this. Okay, until we break either way out of this range, I think that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. So I've started off in the hour. It doesn't make any difference how I look at it. If I look at it on the 8 hour, you can see this looks very much like a parabolic curve. In other words, gentle slope up, steeper, 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 and then sort of very big bars towards the end, which is always a sign of an exhaustion bar. And here's an example of exhaustion bar as well. And you can see same thing, parabolic curve, up, exhaustion bar, and then sideways to down. So we are at some major levels as well. I think for this is really just, we'll see what happens tonight, but I don't think we'll be trading anything on this today. Not until we get through 117434 to the upside or 116995 to the downside. Trend is up, so if we're going to take a short, I want to see a break, a retest, and lower lows before I start looking at that. Australian dollar, I've got 2 Australian dollar pairs on my watch list today. With the CPI came out in Australia relatively good, better than expected. Yes, last night, well, tonight, early this morning. And I'm interested to see how the market's going to react to that today. So if we look at the bigger picture of the Australian dollar euro, we are range bound. Okay, that is our range. We do have a little bit of a breakout of the range, and we're coming back onto a level here. And this level here is this fractal here, which is 163517. And if you look to the left, you can see all the interaction with this area here. So I'm very keen to see what happens here. Okay, so I would expect it to fall, to be honest, based on the CPI. But we've got to see what happens with the euro. I don't think there's any major euro data coming out today. Let me just double check. No, nothing from the euro side. Quite a bit of from the US side. We've got the FOMC meeting coming up. We've got crude oil inventories, and we've got pending home sales. Those are the only ones that may influence us. But nothing really from Europe this morning. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Whether we're going to travel to the bottom of the range based on the strong Aussie dollar, or if that's just going to be washed off and this flag that's formed is going to break. Okay, so you can see there's our flag there. Do that like that. Okay, so very interesting area that we are in here. One last thing is we do have a little bit of a Brooks gap here. Price is probably, it hasn't come to it yet. So it could also just come back here, find support, and then move to the upside. Okay, so yeah, so very interesting to see what's happening on that one. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, still watching that from yesterday. Still no trade. And again, you can see clear barbed wire here. Big up, big down, big up, big down, all in the same bar. I'm not entirely convinced that we're going to break up or down at the moment, but I think it's worthwhile just paying attention to it. So if we come down to the hour, the whole point of this is to be ready for whatever transpires. So you can see on the hour, we are using the moving average as resistance at the moment. And if I just put a horizontal level across that there, you'll see it line up slightly with some elements. Okay, and the bottom definitely lines up with quite a few of the bars. So that's our smaller range at the moment. So break and retest with higher highs above 114634 gets us long, and a break below 114371 and lower lows gets us short. But at the moment, this is barbed wire. Micro trend at the moment is down. The bigger trend is definitely to the upside. Okay, I suppose what we could actually do here is patiently wait for, oh, we almost tagged the 61.8. Did we? No, we just fell short of it. So, yeah, I think for me, let me just get these levels in and delete that. Those are the two levels I'm paying attention to at the moment. Okay, so once we break through this congestion, one way or another, there will be a short or a long. There's just so many things on, on the go here, and there's our trend line as well. Okay, so yeah, worth watching. I'm not wanting to trade this in here. I want to see a clear break and retest before getting in on that. Last one on my watch list is a pound Aussie dollar. Again, Aussie dollar, because we do have some good data from Aussie dollars, so I would expect this to roll over. We are at a fairly strong level. Okay, you can see these fractals here. You can see the interaction all along as we move along. And we've got a potential double top brewing here. So if we come back to the hour, what you'll also see is a little bit of a channel that's forming. Okay, and channel to wedge type thing, but I'm just going to leave it as a channel. But you can see we've had a good rally, and then we've gone sideways, and that's very typical sort of rally, channel, and then either range and up and down, or a break of a channel and then a pullback. So I think at the moment this level is fairly strong to the upside, and that is 180716. We need a break of a decent level to the downside, and I think that's the closest that we've got. So that would break the trend line, and it would break these fractals here. Okay, so that's my level to the downside. So that's 180019. 16. So 180016 is pretty much what we're looking at here. Okay, so those are the pairs that you're watching. Just bear in mind, FOMC meetings are underway, and that only comes out at 8 o'clock South African time. I think it's what is that, 2 or 3 US time. So I don't expect anything to go on in the markets until then. But yeah, it's worthwhile just keeping a watch, because you never know, there may be something that pops out. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view at the moment. It's been a pretty slow week, haven't really made any trades at all. So hopefully today is the day that we can actually start getting some trades in for the week. Hope it helps, and we will catch up with you later. Cheers for now.